If Pearl Harbor had happened when Donald Trump was president, would we have survived World War II? I somehow doubt it. So does this caller. Check it out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Don in Santa Cruz, California. Hey, Don, what's on your mind today?
Hi, Tom. Great show. Well, following up on what you were just saying, in the 70s and 80s, I worked on Capitol Hill and in a certain agency of the government, and a memo crossed my desk in 1981. And it was written by, I believe, the chairman of 3M, and he had just returned from a captain of industry retreat in Aspen, Colorado, or something like that. And anyway, the memo started out by saying three issues facing our civilization. One, are we going to blow ourselves up? Two, can we live harmoniously with this environment? And three, can we control corporate power? And that framework is how I have viewed everything that's been going on ever since. But that's not really why I called. What I was wondering about was when I look at this delay to the coronavirus spread, I often think about when Leo Szilard went to Einstein and they went to FDR. Within the week, he started the Manhattan Project. There was no delay. And that makes me wonder what would have happened had this president been in the Oval Office during World War II. Would we even have survived it? Because FDR did was
we'd all be speaking German right now. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Don.
They immediately went after, when we did enter the war, we went after and I don't know all the specifics, and it's worth drilling down, I think, but we went after when Szilard saw, I'm sort of a Leo Szilard fan, when Szilard saw that the Germans were going after uranium deposits, they're heading towards, I guess it was Petersburg, and they detoured off and took a mountain range, I think in the Urals, but he realized they were going after uranium deposits, and he knew exactly what was going on, and he knew no one would listen to a Hungarian, a small physicist from Hungary with a Hungarian foreign accent. So he went to Einstein, and they recreated, the discussion in a famous photograph after the fact. And Einstein gathered together the top physicists, and they wrote a famous letter to Roosevelt. And Roosevelt did not blink. He immediately started the Manhattan Project. And it was very complicated. There were physicists doing various types of research all over the country at the time, in the world. And they brought it together very quickly, but it was that immediate reaction from Roosevelt that I think saved humanity. And otherwise, Hitler...
Well, arguably. Don, I think you can make a strong case that the Hiroshima and Nagasaki were not necessary to end the war. Japan was already basically begging for peace terms. But Harry Truman wanted to prove to the Russians, to the Soviets, that he had something that they should be afraid of. But I get your point, and it's an extraordinary point. And no, I would not expect anything resembling leadership to come